Oh, Alien Skin. But yeah, he performed in London, sold out show. When you saw that video of him when he walked out onto stage, bro, his smile. I was like, this guy is not as tough as he says in his songs. If he can smile like that, it was so genuine. He was so like, I think he was so happy. He was so happy.
Can't be happy like that, bro.
You trying to sing like City and Danger, but the guy was elated.
Yeah, they don't look dangerous at all, bro.
You know,
Bro, I just noticed that you guys are super smart, bro. While you guys were doing all of that jazz, I was like, these guys remember what prime numbers are?
Yeah, bro.
prime number.
We studied.
And counted them down, bro. You were counting down prime numbers like that. I think that math. When did we learn about prime numbers?
Like
Primo.
E3.
Primo, say so.
Yeah, primary.
I swear. I swear, I think that like I was so bad at math that my brain just wiped like 90% of the shit that I learned in math. Bro.
What are you going to do when your kid asks you for help with the homework? You're going to
Learn,
I
think
know.
I'll relearn. I think I'll like do one of those guys.
With him there, you'll
Figure
say,
this
okay,
out
let's check Google.
Yeah, no, because I feel like prime
I was
numbers.
counting
Prime
numbers.
numbers. Okay, prime.
Yeah. I skipped
Prime
9.
numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll be one of those dads because I think like the primary school textbooks will be easier to read now, bro. Like I think I'll get it quicker than I did back then.
I don't know.
You don't think?
I don't know.
Bro, Macmillan was peak education. If you fail that one, I don't know.
Yeah, I only have a little sister at home and I help her with her homework. This was like P7 S1 homework. Bro, there's some stuff that I did not know in math. Like I'd completely forgotten how to do.
But you relearned it.
No, and those ones I told her I don't know what I'm doing. So ask. You have to ask.
To be fair, I did last year's UNEB O-level paper for math with my boys.
You did well, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think
Like
I passed that.
100% type things, bro.
See,
I did pass
it's
O-level
crazy
paper.
to me, bro. You guys are all geeks, eh? Like that's what I was thinking. Like, what you guys were here counting prime numbers, what triangular numbers, what Fibonacci sequence, what I was like, bro, what's wrong with these? What's wrong with these guys?
Damn.
Oh, what's wrong with what's wrong with me, bro?
That's what I'm thinking.
What is wrong with me?
What were you doing when
How
you're
do
teaching
I
us
not
this thing?
remember any? Because I know obviously I remember the term prime numbers, but I would have never ever guessed the definition or like counted them down. But after you said the definition, it came back to me, bro.
Yeah, that's the same way it will come back to you with your kiddo.
Do you remember?
Yeah, but why did my brain block out all the math, bro? Because like it's still in there somewhere.
You have some trauma.
But it is, to be fair, bro, my math teacher hated me, bro.
All of them.
No, just the one in like P7 or P6.
That's the most consequential one.
Bro, she hated me. Like I remember she used to put the least possible effort into teaching me. Like I think she used to try and teach me, and it would be taking me a bit longer. And she just be like,
So from that day, released
these
math. They're
guys.
like, this lady.
So I
So
think
what
that,
did you do
I
in
think maybe
O-level?
that's why I didn't like math like that. Maybe like my teachers just weren't patient enough with me. I also were mob kiddos in our class. Like
How many were you on average?
mob for that time. Well, maybe like 50 kids in a class, 50 something kids.
But same. We're also about 50.
So like about 50.
Yeah. And that was mob at that time. Now these kids are like 100 something in a class. So I can't imagine if they are learning anything, bro.
Probably more homeschooling than you'd think, bro.
Yeah, but imagine it stuck with me. And I was shit at math through secondary school. And the math that you do in uni is like taxation, so that's easy. That's addition and subtraction. But
Didn't do math at uni, bro.
shocking. Bro.
I'll tell you this, though. I was horrible at chemistry.
That one,
And
I
I've never
literally did
recovered,
not-
ever.
Like this, I just didn't clock. Like it's just jazz that.
Yeah.
It's just stuff that was going over my
Bro,
head.
I dropped it in like S to you guys.
Chemistry, I remember the exact topic where they lost me, bro. Moles.
Moles,
Moles
yeah.
was kawa.
That's why they
Moles-
lost me,
Moles
bro.
was the only one I knew, bro.
Let me tell you
Like,
this.
once they got to moles, I was already having issue like balancing equations. But once they go to moles, I was like, bro,
No,
this
bro.
is-
Listen,
Balancing
I've been,
equations
what's
was
a
math.
mole?
So
I've
that
been
one I
I've
liked
been
it.
really thinking, if my kiddo told me that he wanted to be a teacher, I'd support that guy 100% because that might be the most important profession, you guy. Teacher. Like, I've had some shit teachers in my life, you guy. And every bad teacher I had, I don't remember a thing that they taught me.
Let me see, me, I don't even remember my
secondary
bad
school,
teachers.
Chemistry, 0, bro. Primary school math, 0. Like
I'll tell you this
I got
now.
a C3 in math in PLE, bro. Do you know what a C3 is in PLE? Check in primary school. Do you know what that means to get a C3 in primary school?
I'll tell you this. For me, the most fair teachers were always like art teachers. I feel like they were passionate.
They
you
want to
guy.
care, bro.
Yeah.
That's so important. I remember at uni, we had this subject called administrative law. The worst lecturer I ever had. RIP though. He passed away earlier this year or late last year. Terrible teacher though. Good man, terrible teacher, bro. I don't remember a thing about administrative law. And it didn't seem like that difficult of a subject. And I honestly believe if I had just read a textbook on administrative law and that guy had taught the rest of the class for the entire semester, I would have passed that subject. That's how poor of a teacher I was.
I get you. Me, I think there were also like certain events. Do you remember how like in S5 we had so many functions in like second term? That's when you start going for like interact, all that jazz. Bro, I stepped out of a physics class once for simple harmonic motion. They lost me till like third term, bro. I never recovered.
Physics. I really, really used to enjoy physics. Like
Actually,
I used
it
to
wasn't
enjoy
physics.
physics.
It was math paper too.
I used to enjoy
That
physics classes and biology classes. Where physics lost me was when they now put numbers into that jazz, bro. Like I think that I'm just traumatized from numbers. When I see numbers, like I start panicking, bro, and I just stop understanding.
Tell this guy
jazz.
section 180.
Nah, those are different numbers. I don't need to add those numbers up. But I remember in physics, I used to enjoy everything until the calculations. That's when they would lose me, bro. That's when they'd lose me. But I honestly believe if I had exerted myself a bit more and my teachers had cared a bit more, I think I would have been okay.
Me personally, I think the way they teach these things is also they need some work, you guys.
100%.
They need to get more, because I think some of these concepts are not as hard as they are. We just need a better visual representation of what we're looking at.
Because to be fair, like right now, if you look back, they're easy to understand.
Yeah,
Very easy.
And there's some concepts that you now understand in theory, but you can't do the equations and calculations.
Yeah.
But you understand what they're trying to teach you.
I remember learning pulleys, those things of fulcrums, about pivot, and that just was hard for me, bro.
Yeah.
But looking back, light work.
To be fair, I don't think we need to know all of those things, bro. I also think that there's a bit of information overload in school.
Like we're learning
I
everything.
don't need to know all of this, bro.
No,
You can teach me what the theory is and give me a visual representation of that theory working.
And we move.
And that's enough. Like I have an understanding of it. But I'm not going to be a physician.
I think there's definitely
I'm
some
going
wool
to
being pulled
physician.
over your eyes.
Like physician.
In school, you definitely do not need to learn all of that.
Yeah.
But I think there's an element of like they're just trying to keep their kids busy. Like
And I feel like
there's a
that's
bit of that
wrong,
going
bro.
on. Because
Yeah.
you've sent the kid here for 3 months. What is he doing? Let him study all this
We
stuff
had
and sit an
22
exam.
subjects in S1, 22. Up to 23 in S2, they had like commerce. So you had like entrepreneurship, commerce, and over business, over management.
Yeah, there's no way anyone is
bruh.
learning all of that,
Can't
bro.
learn everything.
In 3 months, you have learned
Obviously,
22.
some kids have the capacity to like at least cram everything that they've been taught and reproduce it. But that is not learning, bro. Like guys do not really be learning. That
You
shit.
are
Like a guy won't
team,
walk in the
bruh.
street and be like, "Hey man, look at that fulcrum of pulling the
And you can see the numbers and calculate the load.
You're balancing each other. Like, man, to lift that one, you need 6 kgs of here to lift 18.
Of late, like that's really like how I'm looking at school these days. Like it's really where you take your kids to kind of kill time in a, can I say, beneficial and constructive way. That's how I look. I think that's honestly the concept of school.
A bit destructive, but
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I don't know if it's constructive per se, but
I think it's constructive.
would you guys ever homeschool? Your
Yeah, I'd
kiddos?
homeschool my kids. If I
my kids.
if I find the right system, I'd homeschool my
You guys aren't
kids.
worried about like the social consequences? Because I think me that's a main
I
important.
think there's a balance to it.
No, I don't think
You can't just homeschool every day, Monday to Friday, 8 to 5. Like, I think the problem is when people homeschool, they homeschool like they're in school. So, like, school timetable, you wake up at 7, learn till 4. Nah, I don't think that works, bro.
I think that's how would you homeschool you? You like do it on weekends.
Hey, no,
I think the
relax.
schedule would
Like
be a
when
bit
you want.
different.
You wake
The
up
schedule
when
would be
you
a bit
want.
different. Like
Yeah,
the guy would
it's a bit
probably
different.
start
Like, you
school at
adapt.
like 9, be done by like midday. Like that's just 3 hours of learning on that day. But now the thing is, how many subjects does he do?
Yeah, guys,
That's
because
the
you
thing,
do
the system
subjects
also matters.
for
The system
subjects
matters.
forever, you guys.
Yeah.
Because if you're homeschooling, you need, bro.
Do you think that if a guy does one subject a day, 5 days a week, that he'd be at the same pace as the kids who have like multiple subjects on any given day?
I feel like you still need to switch it up. Like,
I
one
think
subject a day.
He might know those 5 subjects better than The other guy knows he's 22. But I think the other guy will have more general knowledge in his head, more broad knowledge.
But I feel like that's where the international systems beat us, bro. Because for them, they don't give you 22. You start, choose, move. If you want to change now, that's your jazz. You change when you want to, and begin from the basics.
They also have like a certain number of like compulsory subjects.
Like not 22.
Core electives.
They're like 8, right?
Well, no, okay, to be fair, in the total, nowhere reaches 22, man. That's strictly you name thing that
They're
I've
actually
had
like
you get.
8.
These days?
No, like the cores. They're like 8 and they're
they give you
very
8,
general.
Then they give you like 3 electives, 3, 2, 4 electives.
22, and where did we have the time for all 22?
22.
40 minutes from here, you're learning woodwork.
Bruh, and the funny thing is,
you
even
go
when
to
we were
math, bro.
when they were telling us about the 22, the older classes would tell us, man, there's these classes that were dropped that you guys aren't even doing. Someone there was like a time where guys were doing like 50.
Iron work, bro.
Bro, like
I
that just
remember,
seems
did you ever
a bit too
fill
much
in
for a
those
13-year-old.
sheets where, bro, there were like 60 subjects? You're lucky your school chose 20. Because there would be so many, bro. And then also you have like 7 different types of history from Africa. Then your school chooses 2. Like there's too much, bro.
European history and Rasclad South African history and
I mean,
South
the school
African
is
history
called
was that's kind of
English college,
bro. Give 20 reasons as
Okay,
to why
you got
this
to-
guy
English
shifted
is-
from Muscat to. I'm like, bro, what am I going to do with that information? Anyway,
guys, welcome back to our Mob Jazz podcast.
after a 10-minute rant,
I hope you guys are doing good. It's been 2 weeks
Yes,
since
sir.
the last bro pod. We have a lot to get into today. But yeah, how are you guys feeling? First and foremost,
why are you starting with me?
this guy's mouth
Yeah, you
is full
eat.
of chips. Oh, we have chips today.
These are actual
Yeah, let me not
chips,
say
bro.
too much more. I was about to talk shit, but
shout out chips.
yeah, shout out chips and cardamom coffee and ketchup. And the voice should be telling us how his weekend is going.
My weekend was. I feel like my weekend started on Wednesday, bro. I feel like I'm not sure, but I feel like. But anyway, we'll start with the actual weekend. Friday. I don't remember Friday. I actually don't remember Friday. I know I went to Kush.
On Friday.
Yeah.
I met you on Friday.
Oh yeah.
I met you on Friday.
Yeah, I went to Kush. It was chill. It was okay. Everyone was, of course, pumped for the Jamison event. Fire. We had World on the pod too. We'll get into that later. There was a lot that happened. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday I went for Budo League. Our year
Hey,
one.
Galacticos.
Shout out Galacticos.
We won the
Shout
regular
out.
season champions.
regular season.
Yeah,
I keep
that's the
saying
hardest
we,
year
but bro,
that school has ever seen, you guy.
back-to-back champions. Just saying.
Galacticos. Congratulations, well done, boys.
You should have met the number of guys who are like, bro, we need like a celebratory pod
Hey.
dedicated to the guys.
I swear. No, shout out the Galacticos. I did not attend a single game this season. Yeah, man, but I've been with you guys in spirit. Maybe I'll attend the playoff games when the playoffs start.
23rd?
I think actually that's why I was a bit traumatized from last season, bro. Last season we had an almost perfect season.
Yeah, and then the playoffs.
Then we lost in the playoffs. It hurts, bro. It hurts. So, but this time, fingers crossed, man.
Playoffs
Fingers
begin
crossed.
23rd.
23rd
So, yeah, man.
of July.
Do Galacticos
This
so
one,
much?
yeah, July.
They
They sell
don't
like-
sell much, but maybe they should.
I think they should. As
should.
champions.
Maybe they
They
should,
should.
bro.
That's the
But
champions.
that was my weekend. It was short.
Okay.
But Friday and Saturday were heavy. Bro.
Hey, did you mention? Oh, you mentioned the Jameson event already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, see,
Oh, you want to
guys will
you want
get
to make
into
that a
the
topic?
details. Yeah.
Okay. My weekend. I met you on Friday. I had a long week, bro. So I was trying to decompress on Friday and not do too much because I knew Saturday was going to be heavy and that Sunday was going to be busy. So Friday, on my way home, hit up the plug, got a you know what. It came. You know the first sign that something is off is when the packaging has changed, bro. The guy packaged my thing in it just looked different, bro. And And I got cookies this time, so the size was just a bit different from what I'm used to, bro. Like, imagine if a guy used to serve you in like something the size of like that book there. Like, that's the usual packaging. So the cookies are big and round.
Guy brings
Time he
aluminium
served me in
foil,
some
bro.
kind of thing, like a square, a cube package. I've never seen that package ever before, bro. I don't know what it's meant to pack.
This
But
guy
like,
asked his intern
that
to
guy
make
served
them,
me in a
bro.
cubicle, bro. He served me in a cubics. So that was the first time that this is a bit off. But I was like, okay, maybe it's unless it's more situation. So get home, change, freshen up. I'm comfy now. My sweats, my
Was that when I'd
jumper.
already found you?
No, this is before. This is before you've come.
You looked comfy, bro.
I was comfy, bro.
As soon as this guy walked out, I was like, this guy is not going anywhere.
I unpackaged the thing. It's a bit dry. You know, like a cookie, it's a bit dry. It looked freshly baked. Sorry. And I bite into it, and honestly, it tastes bad, bro. It's dry. It has like that starchy, funny taste.
Oh, your saliva, bro.
I was like, bro, I thought I'd gone past like edibles that taste like this, like just the taste. But I'm like, okay, so good edible etiquette. I have half first. After like, by the time you called me, it had been like an hour. She wasn't hitting. So I was like,
This guy sold me oregano.
yeah. I was like,
Coriander,
grass.
you get
But I was like, you know what? I was
that
like,
paspalam.
I know it's a bad idea. I was like, I know it's a bad idea. But if this thing hasn't hit in the next 30, I'm going to have the other half. So anyway, you come. I come and see you there, give you your nannies. Come back into the crib. It starts to hit, but like,
Easy.
it's not an enjoyable high. Like it just didn't feel right. So I have the other.
Your intuition.
No, not my intuition. Just the vibes, bro. Like I can feel what the high feels. It's not an immersive high, bro. I'm too present still. So I have the other half. And then I go a bit deeper, but it's just not the same, man.
My guy was not going up; he was going
down.
down.
Yeah,
bro.
I wasn't feeling like feelings of ecstasy and bliss, bro. I was just kind of
depressed.
feeling like drowsy and like just there, bro. Like sleepy now.
Give this guy actual medicine, bro.
Yeah, bro. I didn't enjoy it. Honestly, I didn't enjoy
Yeah,
it
real
anymore. It didn't do what it was supposed to do for me. Yes, I stayed in the crib. Yes, I got sleepy. Yeah, but it wasn't the best. I even hit up the plug. I was like, bro, this is not what you usually give me. I'm not feeling it at all. Then he told me like what's in the gummies is different from what's in the cookies and this is that. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, but yeah.
Never again,
bro. So that was Friday. Saturday, I woke up, had like a nice, slow, chill morning. Obviously, I'm still drowsy from the edibles. I leave the house at like 3 p.m. Link up with one of my friends at the patio. Shout out the patio. Have a few drinks, catch up. Hit up the Jameson event. Do you guys want to talk about the Jameson event separate, or do I? We'll talk about it separate. We'll make it the first topic. Hit up the Jameson event. Have a time. Have a time.
What a time!
Have a time. Anyway, Sunday. Sunday, wake up feeling like death is upon me, but fight through.
I'll tell you this though. That picture you posted of this is the worst hangover.
No, bro, I was fighting for my life.
Looked
The next day, but Sunday, wake up early because I had to go to church. I became a godfather on Sunday.
Congratulations, man!
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You were very smart.
It was a very thank you, bro. It was a very humbling experience. Despite the hangover, bro, like I fought through a hangover and I was present in the moment. My godson did not want to be baptized. That guy fought the whole way, bro. And he just wanted to go to the car and chill, bro. Like he had my keys from the moment we entered church. And I was just promising him that we were going to the car from that moment. So apparently in the Anglican church, they baptize you from the entrance of the church. Yeah, because
That's new.
As opposed to
like at the altar. They baptize you from the back of the church because it's supposed to be symbolic of you entering the church as if.
That is very new, bro.
Yeah, apparently that's how it has been like in the older churches, but now like people changed it a bit. So
Okay. You enter the party straight from the door, bro.
yeah. So we kind of
say
go to
anything.
we go to the back
Is
of
your
the church
ticket?
when they call us, and yeah, man, we baptized like a guy, but he was fighting because he thought he was going out. Like when we were walking out to the back, he was like, "Okay, now we're going to the car." Nah, bro, it's time to enter the church. Bro. It's time to enter the family of God. That's what they call it. They call it the kingdom, not the kingdom,
kingdom
of
of-
God.
Kingdom
the
of
family
God,
of
or something like that.
the family of like it's the family of God. Yeah, time to enter the family of God.
Got baptized a long time ago, so.
Yeah, so Bambi man, put like a guy into the family of God. Also I learned that in the Anglican church, like you're not supposed to wear pants if you're a chick, man. Like you're not supposed to wear pants if you're a woman.
Depends on the church.
The traditional Anglican church is
Yeah,
Church of
okay,
Uganda's.
True. Yeah.
Because the lady who was supposed to be the godmother was wearing pants.
They gave her a
That
lesson.
guy jam. No. This
Said
guy
wait
jam.
outside.
He said pick another chick. And like we legit had to pick another chick on the spot, bro.
That's crazy.
It was so mad, man.
So she just couldn't be the godmother, but she could attend the service in her pants.
Yeah, so now in the village churches, like in Kabale, they wouldn't even let her into the church, bro.
Into the church. Eh?
Yeah, would not even let her into the church. So it was.
So they picked another godmother from there.
Yeah, the
How
grand-
did they make the decision so fast?
we were just standing there, as in
They
it
were
was
like,
awkward. Yeah, they had to pick
you-
someone else because the grandma was standing as if behind us. The parents and the grandma and all of them were. So the grandma came and stood in for the chick, and yeah.
So the grandma is also the godmother.
No, I think that they'll still put this chick on the baptism certificate.
Makes
but
sense.
It was mad. That was the maddest part of the whole service.
That's interesting.
That's crazy because
And they don't
at
want
my
pants.
church they don't mind.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
Is
we
yours
are
a
all
Molo
below
College
like
church?
50, so
What's that? All Sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
what a Molo College church.
yeah, All Sense is a bit more. It's a bit more
Yeah.
liberal.
Yeah.
A bit more, but I also don't think you can be a godmother if you're wearing pants at All Sense. For them, I think they'll be very deliberate about telling you, like they'll make sure you don't come in the pants.
What do you guys think it is about pants? Because I
don't
think
know
they're
what
quite
it
they're
is,
decent.
Yeah, I think it's an outdated it's just an outdated thing. Those guys be holding on to shit.
Because
It's
I
just
know
like-
I've seen that
I think
before.
it's like a
even
male
like
thing, like
short
men don't wear
dresses.
dress skirts, so women shouldn't
Yeah.
wear trousers.
Yeah, one of those.
But like at least I know with some churches it's not that they will stop you, they'll just give you like a lesu.
They try to
Like,
give this
bruh.
chick a lesson.
They tie you a list there.
Where they think, bro, they are mob, they're like 40 in stock.
They have lists. That's too funny, man.
Yeah, then after church, it's when I called you guys. Went to should we shout these guys? I guess we can shout them. They were nice to us. Went to a Protea Hotel, Naguru Skies, for the world interview. Shout out to Jameson for giving us the plug. Really good interview. I've only had good things. World was one of our smarter guests, I'll say.
Matter in brains or in like drip?
Like in both.
I'd say both.
Both, yeah. That guy was
That
so
was drippy.
Bro,
composed.
so
bro.
smart, man.
That guy was so composed. There was a point where I was worried, bro. Like, is this guy going to be too like calm and composed for our audience? But it seems like
Yeah,
the
when we
reception has
walked in,
been
same.
yeah.
Same.
I think the reception has been really good, bro. Like it seems like the pod was a good listen. So yeah, I shout out to Windick, bro, for the quick turnaround time. My God, that was fire.
Also, Windeck, man.
Yeah, shout out to Windick.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's no joke.
We set up and tore down in like 5 minutes total, bro.
Yeah.
That was quick. That was quick.
Yeah, man. How was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was lit. Friday. Okay, so before Friday, we've had guests at home. They came from the States. They were visiting for 2 weeks. So they've
They
been.
were still there
They was
from the other time.
yeah from the
Wow.
other time. They left on. I think Saturday. It was Saturday at 6. That's when they left.
AM, PM.
PM. So, excuse me. So Friday I was at home with them having dinner. Then Saturday was the Jameson night. Super fire show. Great venue in Dairy Center. Funny, I'd been there like a few days ago, like a week prior. I was
Oh,
watching
yeah, you
just in
mentioned
Derry
that.
Culture Center, no more stuff.
You
So I was so
mentioned
shocked
that,
to
yeah.
be going back again. It was cool. But that show was lit, yo.
It just looked different, bruh. I don't know. It was because it was night.
Then Derry.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have two different
they have the other
stages,
side also. Yeah.
But the caves is where they now do the show. But yo, that show was so good. It didn't even hit me like just how much I was enjoying. Till like the next day when I started realizing certain things like, hey man, I was safe the whole time. I didn't check my phone or I didn't feel any need to check my phone.
True.
The sound was great. The vibes were good. Like it was a very good event. Shout out them.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Man, there was no chief facey there, bro. Like there was no thieves at least that I saw or that I could feel anyone complaining about anything like that. I really appreciated that. Me appreciated that above everything because when I got, that's the one thing I want to feel like safe. In a safe space. Then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let's wild out
Comfortable
right
to
now.
let loose, bro.
Yeah. So that was good. Sunday we shot with World. That was fun. You watched the pod?
Did you guys get food after?
No,
I did.
Oh, okay.
I went home. He went to get food.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was my weekend actually.
Fire.
That was fine.
Fire. Okay. So I guess let's start with the Jameson event. Thoughts, reactions. I'm surprised actually. There's been a lot of mixed reactions.
Some people don't like
Believe it or not, yeah. But let's start with positives.
I just stated my positives.
Yeah.
I want to theorize on what the negatives could be.
Bro,
Maybe
say-
the number of people. I'll
It
say
was
that.
limited.
Yeah.
The space was limited. The
so
venue.
before we go to that, I'll say at every Jameson event, I feel safe.
True.
At every single one. And it doesn't seem to be a price factor. Because it is priced below average for the crowd that they are pulling, like for the target audience, right? Because most of the people that go for those Jameson events, I'll say, are like middle class.
Could it be the target audience that makes you feel safe?
No, that's for sure. But the fact that it's 20K, yeah. Or you think it's the advertising? Huh? Don't know about it. Huh?
But even the middle class.
But even
guys
I think
are
that the
thieves,
acts they call don't really appeal to the. Yes, but also it has to be the venues that they are choosing. These guys are choosing venues that no one else has chosen.
Oh, that are different, yeah.
Yeah, so it's need to know, but it's not really need to know. So not like that in Derry thing, bro. Honestly, Derry has been there since we were kiddos, man. Almost no one else has thought to put a concert
I
there.
had never seen it in that light.
Someone said Irene Italy had a concert there or something.
Hey.
I think I don't know, but like no one has put a big concert there, and these guys did it, bro. It was perfect. And I'm even thinking if Chifesi guys were going to enter, it's like a lot of goers for them to go through before they enter, and then a lot of goers to get out of, right? Because the caves are all the
And
way at the
people.
back.
And there's no other entrance from that side.
Mm-hmm.
And the entrance was staged. So there's the place where you get checked. Then you walk in, then there's where you get the tickets. Then you walk in from there to where the show
There were
was.
like 3 other turns
And you
before
yeah,
the
three-
show.
And
bro.
you see, there's a pattern. Because the first place where they would do these Jameson hangouts was Motive. You have to get through the gate. Then you have to
do
get
the
through
thing.
this other gate also at the end. Then they did Design Hub. Same thing.
Same
You have to
thing.
first go through and then go through again. So I always think that that's like a pro tip, bro. People have to really think about it. I know that in UG there's like as if a hype that comes with Lugogo Cricket Oval. But bro, I think the downside might just be greater than the hype, bro. Like yes, you're going to make all this money, but the people who come for your things are not going to feel safe, man. And guys
I've not
get
yet noticed
robbed.
that till you guys
Guys
mentioned
get-
it actually. That
Yeah.
I never like check for my phone at these things.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
like,
look.
People's security matters, bro.
yeah.
Anyways,
So
so
safe. And I really appreciate that.
that's
Without doubt.
that's the one thing. But then, like we said, bro, it's Jameson events. The bodies be there, bro. As soon as you walk in, you're like, relax, man. You know what I mean? Like, you're like,
I won't
relax.
lie, I came late.
Now I walked in, and as soon as I walked in, I'd forgotten my drink. I walked back, got a drink, then walked down to where some of our friends were seated. But they were seated at like a vantage point where you're down in a corner,
Where
so
you're
you
able
have
to
an
see-
ego view. Not ego view. Just so you
Fish-eye
have a
view.
a fisheye view of the entire venue, bro. And I was like, nah, tonight's about to be something. It's like 6 p.m. I was like, nah, tonight is about to be something. It looked like old meat guy. That's how it was set up, bro. Like everyone just at their table vibing, da da da. And bro, lo and behold, man, that was a special night, you guys.
There were plenty of Alte baddies.
Eh,
Would you say those were Alte baddies or were those
baddies
girls
in an
dressed in Alte vibe?
Yeah,
Because that count
I get your point, though.
yeah, it was
I
just
get your
baddies
point.
dressed for the event.
for Alte. They got the memo.
But what a time.
It was a blast, bro. Me, I didn't
What a
notice the
time.
place getting full, bro. I just remember vibing out, then it was, you guys have increased.
Bro,
Yeah, but I didn't even dwell on that thought, bro. I just kept pushing up.
I didn't even notice that guys had increased. I only
Yeah.
noticed that there were so many people and I tried to leave. And then they told me that, boss,
You can't
you
leave.
can't enter. Then I hit up my guys. I was like, bro, we tried to come in at 11. They were stopping anyone who was walking in, only cars. And funnily enough, they said even the people who came at 9 were also still outside waiting to get in. So
That's
it was
crazy because
bad
I
out
came
there.
late. I came at like 7:30, 7:45.
7 wasn't that bad.
And me, I was just like, this place is already full. The party has started. So I didn't see what
Oh,
you
it's
guys
strange. As
saw.
a rule of thumb, bro, I don't really like going for events after the sun has gone down.
Mm.
Because, like, I kind of want to get, like, a taste of that vibe, like, while the sun is still up. And, like, places like Jameson, those guys put effort into
They sit
deco.
up.
Yeah, bro. Like, I want to see what guys have done. That's my same thing with blankets. That's my same thing with a lot of these, like, festival type things. But
Blankets, if
yeah,
you come
man.
late, that's your jazz.
I heard that guys failed to get in. They told guys, bro, we are at capacity, man. And even people who had bought tickets, they told them,
Nothing.
can't get in, bro. The place is full. That's the only thing that was uncharacteristic about this event.
It's Jameson.
They've never blocked people from coming in. So maybe that was a downside of Ndere. Maybe it was just
Not
too
large enough.
much. Or maybe the fact that it was in Ndere, they just pulled a larger crowd than usual.
Or Ndere and World. Because the other past Jameson events have had mostly Ugandan acts. And this was like a... Which other
Came
one
for
has
the
had
last
like an
hangout.
international
They
fest?
Someone
had-
big
they
came
had-
from
they
a
had-
hangout.
They had
previous.
those two South African DJs,
Yeah,
Bunny
yeah,
and
yeah.
some down to
Soul natives.
the soul natives and the ones who dress like rabbits.
Yeah, Bunny.
Bunny and
Not,
Bunny boys, some
nowhere
Bunny
near-
twins,
yeah,
something like that.
not
The
the same
bunnies,
level.
two bunnies, two
nowhere near the same level. What's two bunnies
a
then?
duo of bunnies. Huh?
No, I don't think two bunnies was them. I think it was someone else.
There was two bunnies.
It was Jameson.
Yeah,
Mad.
that was the night of the FIFA World Cup final.
Wasn't
No,
that?
that was Soul Natives.
No, that was Soul
bro.
Natives.
That was Soul Natives.
Two
Two bunnies
bunnies.
was someone
That was
else.
Soul Natives.
Yeah, two bunnies was someone else.
I remember some guy poured Jameson all over me. So
That's I remember, man. So sorry.
Yeah, but someone like DM'd me complaining.
I guess should apologize.
He
Someone,
should.
someone DM'd me complaining, bro. But listen, I guess next time come earlier, bro. That's all I can say. Because it's going to get sold out. And after this one, the FOMO is going to be crazy. But I think that Jameson should continue to like pick like venues that other guys haven't used yet.
I'll take venues.
Yeah, choose like alternative venues. Like on like real pick alternative venues because we're tired, bro.
I'll say this. One of my friends in Kenya had so much FOMO.
But he was in Kenya as well, like a few days.
Yeah, but they
before.
told me it was the Kenya thing was like a listening party, bro. Almost. Yeah, it was very chill vibes.
Actually, it was. I saw a snap, and he was sitting on like one of our friends' tables performing, like sitting
remember
down.
he told us that the only two places where they said he could do a proper performance were UG and Tanzania. That's why they gave him the band, the what. Yeah, so those are only two, man.
Anyway, the next one.
Yeah, the next one. We'll see who comes next. Yeah. What topics do you guys want to get into first? It's been a long 2 weeks. Obviously, you have to discuss Ocean Gate, bro.
Discuss what?
Ocean Gate.
It's so funny that the name of the company already sounds like a scandal, bro. Ocean Gate.
They lock you
They
in.
didn't need to add
They didn't have to add the over Ocean Gate scandal.
Nah, Ocean Gate.
Ocean
bro.
Gate. I don't know, bro. Like, these are my first and genuine opinions. This whole situation has made me laugh a lot more than it should. It's a very sad situation. From the first time the news broke that these people have gotten stuck underneath and they're about to run out of oxygen. And from then when I started researching the submarine, bro, I was just laughing. Like, everyone was just cracking memes. But the funniest thing I saw about this sub was the CEO of the company, Stockton Rush, something like that, giving a walkthrough of the submarine.
How long was it?
Bro, this was like a BBC clip, maybe like 20 seconds.
Yeah, that way he's seated in it.
Yeah, he's sitting and he's showing like the whole operation of this thing, and it's like it has one button, and he presses the one button, like that's it. It has one button, that's it. It's supposed to work like an elevator, and then it's navigated with a PlayStation controller. Now I know everyone has a knockoff PlayStation controller. That's what everyone has focused on. But let me give you some extra details. That ship, apparently, they're called, I think, on submarines they have, I think they're ballistas or banisters. And that's basically the weight that makes it submerged.
Like weights.
Bro, the weights on this submarine were literally steel bars and sandbags hooked to the side of this sub. And when you get to the depth that you're supposed to get at, you view the Titanic, and now you're supposed to submerge, resurface.
They drop them.
Yes, but how? We all go on one side of the submarine, it tilts like suddenly the thing unhooks on that thing, then you go on the other side, you all walk to the other side, the weight shifts, it unhooks, and like that was the level of technology in this submarine, bro. So, hearing all this, and I guess they say, it's hindsight is 2020, but like it just seemed like this was inevitable in some capacity, that if it didn't happen last week, it was going to happen some week in the future, bro.
Yeah, no, I remember hearing a guy, this is before they had found it, and he is also one of the foremost like explorers of the ocean. Him, along with this guy who died, the CEO of that company, was some of the foremost ocean explorers. But he said that we always knew that something like this would happen one day, but it just hadn't happened yet. So we were just like, what kind of the age of, man, maybe it's never going to happen. But I mean, like, it happened on such a grand scale. Do you guys feel aware about how much publicity it got? Like, was that odd to you guys?
No.
Because obviously, I don't think these are the first guys to die in like
a submarine.
Maybe not a submersive per se.
But in the ocean. In like... No, I saw Obama saying like there was a ship with like 300 migrants or something, or 700.
700.
That sank. So then definitely not the
just
first.
The week before, bro.
But that's my thing. Like, a ship with 700 people sinks. A ship with, a submersive with 5 billionaires.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You think that difference is a billionaire?
That's the difference, bro.
That's the difference.
But
if
then
there
I
was
also
one
feel
millionaire amongst those 700, they'd be talking about them.
I also feel like it's one of those things where it was the perfect time to use that coverage to get other things done, bro.
So do you guys think that there's going to be like a spike in funding for like ocean exploration? Because now they know this is one of our foremost companies, and this is how rudimentary the technology that they have is. So if we just invest more into that technology, we'll see way more of the ocean. And yes, we'll avoid this type of stuff. Because
spike?
I think what I suspect will happen is governments are going to use this as an opportunity to kind of regulate more ocean water.
Regulate what?
Because that submersive, that ship was not regulated by any regulatory, or not certified rather, by any regulatory body like in the world at all.
Because who certifies something that almost doesn't exist yet? You know what I mean?
There's a body somewhere that certifies submarines.
4 bodies.
Yeah.
From different countries though, like US, Canada, UK, and like France.
It just seems to me this guy was really taking a big risk. Like, someone was putting it like this. That ship was only, can I say, certified to go only like, I think they said like 3,000 or 4,000 feet, something like that.
1,300 meters?
Something like that. Meters.
Meters.
But the depth of the Titanic is at 30,000 feet. They were saying any vessel that goes below 3,000 feet is certified. Like there are very few vessels in the world that go below that, and they're all certified. So this guy was really playing with
and also
games.
very few of them have people. Like they're mostly
issue,
like robotic,
unmanned, whatever.
ROVs, yeah.
I think the issue is these guys have done it so many times, bro. Like, yes, we can crack jokes about the technology or what, bro. It worked. And it worked so many times, bro.
It actually did.
Like, guys have been going down in this thing. So many
and
guys.
not like chill guys.
Yeah,
Like actual
billionaires,
billionaires, bro.
I just saw the guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah,
went
the
in that
Simpsons
thing.
right away.
And he had been there like a month ago.
The
or
last
something.
strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that's my thing. Like, it worked. There's probably a reason why the technology on it was so rudimentary. I had that, like, at that depth, most technology didn't work. Radio signals can't reach that. But this is what I'll say, man. At the time that this stuff started to happen last week, I wasn't back on socials yet. The way that I feel about it, the way I felt about it last week, versus the way I feel about it this week that I'm back on.
It's different.
Bro, guys who are not on social media are not laughing about this jazz,
Me,
bro.
it was not funny, bro.
Guys were sad, bro. In fact, me, I was legitimately stressed. And I had a lot going on last week, bro. But I remember being stressed out about these guys and hoping that they get found. Why do I get on Twitter on Friday? And guys are just, bro, it's just jokes from beginning to end, bro.
If I send you the submarine
tell you
emoji,
this,
just know you lost me, B.
Yeah.
I was also so stressed. And I think the joke started landing on my social media like yesterday, bro.
Why do you guys think they were joking on them so hard? Because they're billionaires.
Yes. I think it's such a rich people problem, and most people cannot relate that they do not see it as an issue. Like, for the average person, that is a non-starter situation. Like, there's no way you are ever going to be in a
250K.
submarine.
I feel like
under there
that's why everyone
looking for
began
the
from
Titanic.
paying 250K to like.
I think that was guys.
So everyone is like, what were they looking for down there? Like, that's the sentiment. Like, what did they expect?
I know, like the boy, the
son.
son wanted to break the Rubik's Cube record from the Titanic. Some just like that.
Yeah, but bro, I also heard that
Damn.
he was extremely scared of going into that thing.
Mm.
He only went because it was Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, with his dad.
Went with his dad. So,
That's crazy.
yeah. But anyway, I guess fast forward, we all know now that they passed, that the submersive imploded.
Nobody's, bro.
Yeah, nobody found. I've heard that an implosion at that depth apparently happens in like nanoseconds. So they were dead. They said they were dead in like 2 nanoseconds. Yeah?
It's instant.
And they said that they died so quickly that like they died before their spinal
nerve
cord
can
could
send the message to the
could
brain that-
register that they've died. So apparently they probably didn't feel anything. They just went like that.
Because
Over.
the pressure at 1,000 meters below is, they quantify it as like 30 elephants stepping on you, bro. You're not going to live 2 nanoseconds to see that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It definitely happened quick and painlessly. They say that during that implosion, the temperature of that submersible is hotter than the surface of the sun.
That's crazy.
So that is crazy.
That's crazy.
So yeah, man. RIP to them though. Very unfortunate situation. But fast forward to yesterday, and these Virgin Galaxy guys announced that their trips are now available to space.
500K, what?
$450,000.
450 bob.
Yeah, so I guess thoughts on that, bro. Too soon. That's what the internet is saying. Too soon.
Too soon to
Or-
announce.
Marketing.
Or clever.
Marketing.
Is it clever marketing or is it too soon?
I feel like it's clever.
I think for them, they'd already planned that they're going to announce their flights on a certain day. It's just very unfortunate, maybe, that this happened. I don't think they were trying to go off this publicity of the submersible that, man, this thing just collapsed. Let's
But
now
for
announce
us, yeah.
our ships to space.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's the
I definitely
rationale.
don't think it's like that. But I feel like they also know. Because they could have waited just a little bit.
You know, my thing is, for stuff like that, who are you? Like, what's the point of mass marketing? You know what I mean?
It's
Like
just
the
like an
guys who can
announcement
afford to
probably,
pay
yeah.
$450,000 go to space. You don't need to tell them over the news.
They
bro.
either want to or they
yeah,
don't
like
want.
that guy is going to find
But
out.
wait,
I think the marketing is more like for investors, to people to invest in the company, to kind of build hype around it so people can raise funds for the company.
But
To be
also,
fair-
is the Virgin thing like a spaceship or it's like a flight?
a
'Cause
plane.
I remember it
It's
being
a
a flight.
plane.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
The plane, they just fly to the surf, like
Yeah. To
like
the
a
stratosphere.
point, yeah, so
Then
you can
come back.
float. Then they fly you back down.
Bro, you can float forever, eh?
Yeah, but apparently it's 90 minutes.
Or
It's
floating.
a 90-minute flight.
Hey, the whole flight is 90
The whole
minutes.
thing is 90 minutes.
I can see how, because I mean, these rockets take like 3 minutes and they're
For
out.
500,000.
To be fair, this one here was also like 90 minutes. The
But 2
submersive
hours.
thing. Yeah.
It's 2 hours.
What is 90 minutes? Like an hour 30.
Okay. Personally, first of all, I'm not. They were marketing, but I'm not the target market.
But if you had it, would you go?
If I had the money,
Yeah.
I'm going to let them first take a few guys and they go and come back.
But
you
Maybe
see,
like
the
get a
Titan-
How many
second
guys are
jet.
good in the Titan?
The Titan
More
took
guys are good in the
more guys,
Titan, bro.
If
I'm
it's your
sure
day,
when
it's
you
your
walk
day.
into that Ocean Gate, go, it's just pictures of guys who have been down there, man. Or like,
With their
it was
testimonials,
hard,
man.
And this is the thing, I just feel like the only thing I get out of it is it was instant. Like they didn't feel it, they just went, bro.
Yeah, but they're going to
The thing
space.
is, space.
I'm not going to
Space is
space for
not
90
instant,
minutes,
you
bro.
guy.
That makes sense. It sounds like such a big risk, man. For 90 minutes of space. It's not enough space. That's the whole trip. So you might be in space for like 30 of those minutes.
Nah, that's
So
mob.
it doesn't seem worth it.
Probably like 5.
Maybe.
That's mob.
No, I'm
'Cause
not. I'm
that-
not
that
going
plane
on
launched
this
last
Virgin
year when,
Galactic if I have the money right now.
When SpaceX also launched their thing.
Yeah,
The
but
plane went and it
these
was
Virgin
really
Galactic
short.
guys have been. That guy has been trying to go to space, bro.
Yeah.
I think he's a billionaire who's been trying to go for the longest time.
But that's the
Also-
thing, they took the flight last year and bro, they were in space for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In like actual space.
Actually, they've been going, bro.
They've been going for a
Yeah,
while.
they've been
It's
going.
just now open to the
The
masses.
public.
Yeah.
But this is my thing, bro. I feel like space exploration is much safer than ocean exploration at the moment, bro. So much money has been pumped into it since the 50s, bro. Guys have been like figuring it out. So, like, there's way more people who know about space
And
than the guys
besides,
who know about the ocean.
Like there are so many nations invested in space.
yeah.
Like if the US fails, UK. If not the
No,
UK,
so we're not
Russia.
going. We're not going to space.
Yeah, like you're
Like,
around.
you're not going to
around.
a moon. It's not a trip to the moon. It's just a trip to. And also, we've been flying
know.
for how long, bro?
But you can make the same argument like people have been using ships and
No,
submersibles for
no,
also
no,
way
no.
longer than
Not
they've been
to
using
4,000 meters,
No.
bro.
planes. Eh?
No, there's
Okay, how long have submarines been in
Yeah,
use?
but submarines stop at like 1.5,
1,500 feet?
and a lot of them have also imploded.
Yeah, true. And that's the next point I'm getting at. Like, we do not know, we're not as well
vast.
versed with the casualties in
disasters.
space, yeah, as we are.
I
Especially
feel
with the
like
one so
we-
fresh
we
right
know
now
more
from the
about
ocean.
space than the ocean.
The
bro.
ocean one is so fresh, the disaster we have in our brains, in our
Yeah, I
minds.
mean, I feel like we know more about space than the ocean.
Way more,
Space
bro.
disasters. Have you
Way-
guys watched the movie
And also-
Gravity?
Look, I think way more money. I just think way more money has been spent on space technology. That this is more trustworthy, bro.
I don't
Like, it's
know.
just more
Let me
trustworthy.
tell you, there are a bunch of guys at the International Space Station. There is no one at the Titanic, bro.
Yeah, but they have guys in those like underwater labs.
Yeah, but they're not that
And also,
deep.
what's the chance of
They're quite deep also.
what's the chance of Virgin Galactic sending guys to space without the proper like certifications and authorizations of safety?
For me, it's not even about that. For me, it's just about being a human being in a inhospitable environment like that.
Yeah, like a
whether
very
it's the
foreign-
depth
I
of
get
the
you.
ocean or the vastness
Top
of
of the
space,
world, yeah.
I don't want.
Let me tell you how
Anything can go, like,
dangerous.
Your margin of error is so small, bro.
True.
All it takes is a small crack in the glass in either one of those environments, and it's over for all of you. So that's what I'm quantifying.
Yeah.
Statistically, maybe you might say it's safer to go to space. But I don't know. I'm not
It is
telling them.
statistically, it is. But I'll tell you this. To show you how dangerous the ocean is and how little people know, there's a guy who was sharing that the moment they finish their training, they make you listen to like a submarine that imploded. Like just listen to the last audios they recorded. And that's what you could face. Like they're just telling you, boss, you've studied, you've done all of this, you're certified, but listen. And these guys are, bro, that banging they're talking about. These guys have, it's like certified like every 30 minutes, bang for 3 minutes. Yeah? Then stop. So that it's like an SOS message. Like every 30 minutes, they know these guys are somewhere. And these guys banged. First 30 minutes, it's like hard. And it starts slowing down. Slower, less.
And I heard that
And they're just telling you, bro, this is how bad it is. So now go.
these Ocean Gate guys, they're
Make that
they're
money.
what do you call them? They're waiver that they would make guys sign was airtight, bro.
Exact someone making that thing, bro.
Airtight, bro. No pun.
Hey,
That
those
lawyer
guys really
made money,
covered.
bro.
They covered everything.
Bases.
Apparently, on the first page, the word death is mentioned thrice. On page 1, bro.
Just so there's no
That's
confusion.
what Yoshua, yeah.
Nah, but if I were to choose, like if I had money and I would choose, I would definitely go to space, bro. I feel like it's much safer.
So
What's
that,
in
bro.
space, bro? Okay,
You know, my
I mean, go to
this
see
is my issue.
stars.
This is my issue with both of these places. They sound good in theory, but what are you going to do there? Bottom of the ocean is dark. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
see
hell, bro.
anything. Space is darker.
no.
With no
It's
sound.
darker.
No, bro. No.
Is it? You know, in space you can't see the stars. You can't even see the stars in
but you're not
space.
there to see us. You're there to see the Earth, bro. You can see the Earth.
That's actually where they go. It's not
You're
to
going
see
to see
others.
that.
Yeah, guys are going to the literally
like
their
boring,
surface.
bro.
No, it's just mad just seeing the entire globe, bro. From
I'm
that
good,
high,
bro. I'm good. I'll Google some images.
Bro,
for
even
now.
like, you know, last year when we went to Kenya, there was a point where like, and this is from me who had just started learning how to swim. They made us see the ocean floor, bro. And that just was beautiful and scary at the same time.
but now you see the flow that you're seeing, bro. It's
The
like
flow is
this.
here.
Yeah.
Now imagine 3,000.
Nah, at the bottom, bro. You're not trying to see that. Me, I'm not
That
trying to see
just
that.
scary,
It's too
bro.
dark. Way too dark, bro. Anyways, bro. What I want to say. My only reservation with going to space actually is I would have to be in I'd have to be so far removed from my current circumstances to spend $450,000 in 90 minutes. Like it can't be a thing of someone just gives it to me and like, hey man, here's 450K. You go to space and see.
I
No,
can
bro.
make investments.
I need that. I need that for me, bro.
There's no
that's
way
my
you're doing
main
that,
beef.
bro.
I
You have
even
to be
feel
like
like
a billionaire.
I'd feel like suspicious if the guy, if they didn't give me the cash and said, no, you just go for free.
I'll pay
Okay,
for
what
you.
have you removed from this? What have you removed from this machine for me to be able to go for free? You know what I mean? I'd be suspicious, bro. I'd be suspicious. That's my only beef. That's my only beef. Otherwise, I'd go. I'd definitely go to space, man.
But there are also space accidents. We can't deny that.
They are, for sure. All right, let's see. What else has happened?
Oh, alien skin.
Oh yeah, let me go talk about that.
Such a diversion, bro.
We put so many guys onto alien skin. Meanwhile,
Hey, they didn't know about
more
alien
guys
skin.
onto alien skin.
And
bro.
let put me on that episode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he performed in London, sold out show. Yeah, I was checking social media. This guy looks to be living it up in London right now. He's really
Mm-hmm.
he's on top
Came
of the
back,
world right
Came
now.
back apparently.
He's back already.
That guy was enjoying, bro. His tweets. And it was his first flight ever.
Bro, like you could when you saw that video of him when he walked out onto stage, bro, his smile was like, I was like, this guy is not as tough as he says in his songs. If he can smile like that, it was so genuine. He was so like, I think
he was so happy.
he was so
Guys
happy.
can't be happy like that,
You're trying to sing like City and Danger, but the guy was elated.
bro. Yeah, they don't look dangerous at all, bro.
You know,
The guy just looked happy.
like he was so like he didn't want it to end. Like when the energy would like dip even slightly, it'd be like Jamuli, Jamuli. But it was a sick show. It looked so good. I'm so happy to see a Ugandan artist out there. I'm happy to see that Ugandan market is that big in the diaspora in the UK enough to put on a whole show for this guy, because I'm sure those were all Ugandans and their friends in there. I don't think anyone else really listens.
I will say this though.
To
Apparently,
Luganda,
he's
City
the
and
reason Palace also didn't perform in London.
As in
Because I know he was also supposed to.
that same weekend or what?
I don't know.
So
But I
Palazzo
remember
just
Palazzo
stayed back?
tweeting that, man, I'm sorry, but I can't make it. Or I can't go, or something like that.
Did we already talk about how their concerts happened on the same weekend? Did we have a pod about that?
Yeah.
Really? So now it's beef.
But how can you mess up your own money like that, bro? Okay, I'm not
He
to
has
judge.
money.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but that just seems. I think there might be another. There's a deeper reason there, other than
It might be. I think it might be one of
Another
those things
reason,
where
you
the
guy.
market is
Maybe,
like,
no, maybe
yeah,
it's
that
just-
market, yeah.
Maybe he's still too comfy from like the bag he just made on his concert that is like, bro, I don't even need this.
Get
bag
relax.
like that.
No money is enough ever.
It
No
can
money
be.
is enough.
No, but that's the thing. Like now you're asking yourself if these other dams are worth the stress. Because now you're going to be in the same space as this guy. Anything can happen backstage.
Were they supposed to do the same show?
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Bro, not to step on this alien skin topic. Did you guys see that Zagazillion signed with Swangs again?
Yeah, man, I saw the video, but it was like a whole trailer.
Yeah, bro.
It was 2
He
million.
re-signed with Songs, bro. He
Prodigal
re-signed with
son
Swangs.
returns.
That was literally the message.
Yeah.
Like, welcome
Bro,
back home.
let me tell you, the Zagazillion's like speech during that whole thing, I was dying. I was like, this is not how you talk, man. Like, stop trying to sound organized, bro.
A good boy.
Yeah,
I'm back.
I'm back.
A man.
I'm like, bro,
A bad
shut
man.
up, bro.
He tries to, I'm back, a bad man.
It killed me, bro. But that's a really good look, man. That's a really good look for him. I think that those guys can take him where he needs to be. Like, I think that's a guy who all he needs is structure and proper like promotion, man. It'll be bro. If Zagazillions really pops off, it'll be so important for like this alternative wave of artists in UG, man. The guy can create a lane, and those Swangs guys, they've done it before, man. So they can do it. They can never do it again, man. Yeah. And they don't have an artist like that on their roster at the moment.
As I was not on.
They have no hip hop artists or no like rappers. I saw they have like a male R&B dude at the moment. I forget his name, but he sounds hard as well. But this Zagazi.
Is Irene Tale still on?
Yeah, Irene Tale. I don't know.
Zully Tams?
I don't know. Not Zully Tams. Another guy, bro. There's another guy who they have. Yeah, but I think he's an important addition to their roster. Gives them more like variety, and I think that these guys are going to give him their energy, bro. And yeah, man, congrats to Zagazillion's friend of the pod. I saw him in Kigali with Josh, and it looked hard. Guys knew all his songs, bro. Not all his songs, but at least they knew Nailo word for word. So that was hard, bro. That was hard. Shout out Zagazi. I hope he goes with these boys, man.
Yeah, Mark Meek.
Yeah, I hope he goes with Mark Meek and those guys, because Mark Meek also has too much potential, bro. If they just hone it in, you guys, and direct it, man. Focus it. Those guys will pop.
Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes.
We'll stay posted.
Speaking of music, you guys see Banner dropped a new Banner update time. By the way, this is a Banner update time in the pod.
Should have like a segment.
What's Banner up to? Yeah.
Roller coaster.
It sounds just like the graphic comes here. You dropped a video, man, sitting on top of the world. I know you guys haven't seen it, but how do you feel about it, though?
About him doing a feature of 21 Savage?
Yeah, and it being... What do you feel about the song?
I haven't heard the song.
You haven't heard the song even? Even the original?
I've heard a snippet, just dance sound.
Dance sound cover.
I would listen to the whole song.
Honestly, I don't believe a guy can make a bad song.
It's not a bad song.
It's not a bad song.
Not
I don't think a guy can
what
make a
you would
bad song
expect.
and make a video for it. Nada.
But 21 was on the song.
Yeah, 21 was on the song, bro. I don't think it's a bad song. But I'll listen.
I think it's not a bad song at all. It's just not an Afrobeat song.
It's not the conventional Banner song.
It's not a beef. It's just, I like the song.
Yeah.
I've been streaming it. I've been watching the video.
Okay.
But I think that's the biggest slight that people
That's
have
right,
in the comments. Like, this is not Afrobeat song. This is too American.
Yeah, but Burna Boy, he has never really been one to like be boxed in. Bro, guy's gonna do what he wants.
Yeah.
He's gonna do what I need to work.
The way this feels to me is like, it feels like this was just always been his dream to make a song like this and a video like this.
Like
That's
a
the vibe
hip-hop
I'm
song.
getting. Because the video really looks like it came out in like 2001 or 1999. Like,
His last single was a hip hop song.
one of
as well.
those. Last?
No, the last song he put out.
Sitting on
It was
top
like
of
no. This was when who died? When someone died and he dropped like a
AKA.
freestyle. Yeah.
that wasn't that
Of him
jam. It was more like
rapping.
a leaked snippet.
Maybe he's about to put out a rap album.
Yeah, at the end of the video, he says this song is on his upcoming forthcoming album.
Maybe he'll put out a rap album. You can put out like a quick 8-song EP, like
Like
a
a
redemption type,
Hip hop shit.
like a redemption type car rap.
Honestly, when he does
rap
that,
project.
man, guys don't listen to that shit except me, man. Have you listened to Steel and Copper? Even no Steel and
I think
Copper.
I've heard that.
You
I
see, you
have heard
think
that.
it's vague in your mind. I love that project, but it seemed like
Steel and Copper.
freestyle.
What was Steel and Copper?
What's that?
it's one that has thugging, it has Darko, it has Innocent Man, and it
Oh, I
has a
didn't like
fourth
that.
song.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
So you guys don't like it when a
But
guy
me,
goes
I
off on
think
his
Burna Boy is allowed to just do stuff
away from Afrobeats.
that he wants to do,
But
bro.
like, let him do it, bro.
Yeah, I
We've
feel like
seen
you
many
should
artists
just
do
do
it.
it. You just do what you want, bro. Because it keeps his like creative juices flowing, man. Like
We
you
have
need to
many
put out
artists that
some
have done
duds,
that.
just keep going.
And me
man.
personally, what I think he should keep doing what he's doing, bro. I think that right now Afrobeats is too much in its infancy, for us to, can I say that we know it now? Like this
Set
is
the
this is Afro. Yeah,
boundaries,
to
yeah.
set the boundary of Afro. I think what he's doing is very wise. If he can break into a new market and now start also appearing on hip hop charts, the better for him. Like if Afrobeat turns out to be a trend, at least he'll have his way out.
I don't see, bro. Burna Boy has been so heavily influenced by hip hop, you guys. We cannot say that this is like pretentious or he's reaching. That guy, he really, even from his first song, what am I thinking of? Was it Tonight or Like to Party? Like to Party. You see my dark shades on, like I can see you. That's a hip hop bar, bro.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I'd actually never thought about it like that.
Anyway, bro. Shout out to Burna Boy, man.
But let him
Again,
do it, bro.
shout out to
if he's
him.
giving us a hip hop album, let him drop it.
Oh, we have a BET topic of Tyler Perry.
He bought the BET and VH1.
The entire channel.
That was when I wrote it down. The last headline I got was they offered him, the offer is worth 3.5 billion, and he scoffed at it. Why he's scoffing? Thinks it's too high. So he hasn't yet purchased it yet, but he's in the.
The last I heard he was
Conversation.
in competition with Diddy.
I
Those
don't
are
know
two,
who exactly.
two front runners.
The
to
person
buy
I had
BET.
was, the other person I had was like another organization, like another company. But last
Might
I
be
had,
like Disney,
like
bro.
2 days back, it was the
not
price
with
was
it.
crazy, bro. Yeah, 3.5 bar.
For BET.
BET Awards. Speaking of BET Awards, you guys see Davido's performance?
Sick, bro.
It's the one you posted, right?
That guy is my favorite right now, man.
Did you post it? Yeah,
I
good
posted it.
performance. Good
I'm
performance.
unavailable and feel.
That guy is currently, for me, he's at the top of the top 3.
But he's always been at the top for you.
No.
Cap.
No, bro. I used to love Burna Boy, bro. But I've told you my issue with Burna Boy.
But I feel like as long as I've known you, Davido has been your god.
Okay, we have a well balanced. We
From
have
Summer Walker
Davido,
days,
Burna,
D&G.
Wizkid.
I think...
So,
I saw you were
now
fucking
see,
with that
that's,
album.
now that's when it started to turn. Because before that, I had never had a full Burna Boy album. And then I had... Which one did I hear first? No, I had a good time first. Then I had a better time. And I loved them both, bro. And I was like, this guy can actually put together an album. And before that, I had all the Wizkid album, all the Burna Boy albums. And I was like, I don't understand why they compare this guy to these two guys who are just so good at making albums. And now, bro, 3 albums like that in a row. This nigga is special, bro. And after the year that he went through, to come to pop out like this and then do the World Cup and then come and do what he did that night and put out that, because that album, that timeless album is something.
That's a
bro.
fire
It's
album.
timeless.
That album
I'll
is
give you that.
something. That album is something, bro. Anyways,
But the pod is
shout
well
out Davido,
balanced.
Shout out to
The pod is well balanced. I like it.
man. Suppose you're a Wiz guy.
Yeah.
Wizkid FC.
You have no excuse for that last album. I'll
Nah,
tell
that
you
last
that.
album was.
No
Release us.
But it's Wiz. It's Wiz. He also, like, those guys are all entitled to. You can have a dud. You can have a bad album. Like, I don't think any of them has any points left to prove.
And to be fair, I don't even think it was a dad per se.
It wasn't horrible.
I think it was a father, bro. Jesus.
It wasn't horrible.
I think it was
I think it was a
more of the
granddad.
same. I think guys were expecting something different.
This guy's a
I gave us
granddad.
another more of the same.
That's not enough.
It was
bro.
different.
More of the same would have still been heat.
They've been jamming still.
Yeah, like there would have been at least some heat on that album.
Let's say what's
bro.
that one song that's there's a jam that's popping off that album.
A jam out of.
I feel like we're the
in
only
that
two
album.
guys that like it because we're
that
talking about
album-
the same song, bro.
that album-
Yes, there's actually several jams. There's
That
one
album
with
had like
Skilly
19
Bang.
songs, right?
Eh?
It had like 19 songs. That album.
No, that album was good, bro. There's a song with Buju. That one.
That album had a lot of songs.
How is it called?
I forgot. I can't.
It's like
even
something
check,
like Good
man.
to Know You or like down with Buju.
That album
Like
is
I Can
like
Make You Happy.
what's the Burna Boy album that was produced by Diddy?
Twice as tall.
Twice as tall. It's like Twice as
You
tall.
didn't like Twice as
Like his Twice
tall?
as tall. Not that I didn't like, but
Not your favorite.
But
not
this one
the
you said you
one.
didn't like. You said it was a dad.
That
Was
was
Twice
what?
as tall a dad? Yeah.
Twice as tall maybe wasn't a dad. It did a
Wasn't
lot
a
for him
dad.
in America, but it wasn't the one, bro. Like my favorite thing about Twice as Tall is that you compare it to African Giant, nowhere close. And then just to show you that it wasn't his best work, he put out what he put out after it. What was that?
Damini.
No. Yeah, Love Damini. And you can just see the gap between those two albums and Twice as Tall. It's like
What's the
African
name of the one with
Giant,
the black one?
Twice
The-
as
the
Tall,
black
Love Damini.
Outside.
outside.
Awesome.
Outside. That's still my
Yeah,
favorite Burna
Yeah.
album.
Like I was like this, Twice as Tall.
Hey, yo,
You know what I mean? Twice as Tall was
I won't lie to you. Me, I really enjoyed Twice as tall. I rinsed that album.
I listen to that album a lot,
Twice
and
Untold
that's why
was
I'm so
my
sure
favorite.
that it is far from his best album, bro. That's like his.
I've listened
How
to
many
Twice
albums
as
does
Tall,
he
I
have?
think, more than I have to Love Damini.
I Love That Mean is a way better album than Twice as Tall.
I guess potato
Way
potato.
better album. Potato,
Each her own.
potato, bro. Potato.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah, man. Oh, do you guys want to talk about Wagner Group?
This is the
You
relax.
in-house correspondent, Russian correspondent. You
This guy
guys
is the dad in the room,
is
bro.
reporting from
This guy
Moscow.
is 50 years old, bro. I told you guys, all my dad does is watch Russian videos on YouTube all day.
That was the AI voice.
That guy can be giving me random facts about Russia. Like last week.
Next time
These people,
you should just call your dad and tell him.
Like,
man,
Nuvin, you're here
honestly,
chilling,
bro.
tea, bro.
Honestly, we should call him for some of this Russian jazz. So Wagner Group, what happened?
Nah, but there's not much to report.
You've
'cause it
mentioned
was
Wagner
like
Group on this
one
pod
day,
before, hasn't
bro.
he?
Yes.
It was this guy.
Prigozhin.
Hey, you guys are Wagner Group experts, bro. You guys must have seen this coming.
No, I didn't see it coming. I won't even lie, bro.
Hey.
I found out the news and I was like, did this actually just happen? Actually, I was so shocked in how fast it blew over.
Resolved, yeah.
And I found out, by the time I found out it was happening, they were already in the resolution stage. So I was like, did this actually just happen?
It was one quick day. One day. That's it.
I think that guy was scaring. I think he was scaring, and I think he might have noticed that they were going to just wipe all of them out, bro.
So what he alleges is apparently, okay, so it's a situation. They were trying to merge the Wagner group to the army. That will basically make this guy powerless. So he started calling these guys corrupt, the Russian military leaders, calling them corrupt, saying that the reason that Russia is in Ukraine is a lie, and like, you know what I mean? Like, basically,
The war was invented.
it was invented, what, to make these guys rich, what, you know that when a guy is bitter. So then the one that made him now really like go over the edge is he started claiming that they had attacked the Wagner camp and like killed a bunch of his guys, like the Russian military itself. And in retaliation, is marching from wherever they were to about where? Moscow, to liberate the
Rostov
country.
to Moscow, yeah.
Eh?
Rostov to Moscow.
Rostov to
But
Moscow.
it was to demand a meeting.
to demand a
Russian
meeting. Okay, now
military
take it from
leadership.
here. This is now where you come.
Nah, relax.
Jump in.
But yeah, so he was marching from Rostov to Moscow to demand a meeting with like two guys who apparently were the ones who manufactured the war in Ukraine, and to make sure that in the end they need to find a solution to the Russian military situation. And they actually marched. They almost reached Moscow.
I see, for me, that's my beef.
Mm-hmm.
I also kept hearing they almost reached Moscow. Do you know how far away these guys are from Moscow?
Bruh.
so
In a
far,
day.
bro.
Will you match how much you match in a
These
day?
guys are probably done around 200,000 kilometers or something crazy, like something like that, like 200 kilometers
They were
from
so
Moscow.
far.
Bro, what do you mean you are near, bro?
Okay, to be fair, from where they were to Moscow is one straight road.
The M4.
They were about one
Crazy.
straight highway. Yeah, they showed the map
It's
of it, but it's
one
literally
long thing,
straight
bro.
like this.
But
So,
it's the
I
distance
guess when you're on that road,
between
you're
where
near
and
Moscow.
where, bro? What's 200 kilometers?
200 kilometers is, I think, the distance from like here to 1, 2, 3.
Might be like Lake
Kabale.
Albert, bro.
Like, you know, my thing is, like, when they said, for example, when they said that these several guys were near Kampala, guys were like in Luero, bro, Masaka or something.
But you're advancing.
Yeah, but when the Tanzanians were coming to Tingi, I mean, like they crossed Masaka. You're near Kampala, bro. Like that, districts are touching.
There's nothing in between.
Yeah.
There's a Chiso. There's a Chiso in between.
Okay, fair.
And
fair,
in PG.
fair. No.
Okay, he's in PG
No.
past Masaka.
So, no, there's Kampala, which was cut out of Wakiso,
Wakiso.
which was cut out of Impiji. Yeah. So they all circle. They're all circling the one below.
That's
there.
interesting.
I don't know if is Masaka 200 kilometers from Kampala?
I think it's like 80 or something like that.
Let's see.
Remember, it's like
My fingers are
it's
oily.
like 80 to Masaka, then another 80 to Mbara, then another 80 to Kabale. It's like that. Like
You guys
it's
be jazzing.
equidistant
as I do some
distances.
quick, I put some quick districts in here to see how far these guys are.
Anyway, point is, in the grand scale of the country, they were near.
They had entered.
They had entered Moscow, bro.
And to be fair, I imagine like majority of the Russian troops are probably in Ukraine. So these guys were probably
What
left
are they?
wide open.
Bro,
'Cause
Masaka
the-
is 130 kilometers from Kampala.
But you see, in the grand scheme of Russia,
So it's 130,
close,
130,
bro.
130.
that's close.
130 kilometers.
Have you seen how big Russia is? Those guys moved distance, bro. They probably moved like 3/4 of the journey.
Alright.
It's 268 kilometers from Kampala.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
like 5 hours
So
of traffic.
let's think about somewhere in between. There's like Lianton.
Like Lianton, yes. That's actually not bad, bro.
Oh, yeah. Lianton.
Now relax.
I'm not going
Because
to be like,
how long does it take you to get
Didn't
to
they say
Mara
what-
without traffic?
didn't they try to say Putin who went on the run?
Fled the
He
country.
fled Moscow.
Only to see that guy was just barricading the whole town, bro. Like, come, but this is what's waiting for you here, bro.
But you see, the funny thing is, the Wagner group has like 25,000 troops, apparently.
Yeah.
After the entire thing, like they claim that about 2% of them joined the Russian military. The rest are still in Wagner group, and the recruitment offices are still full, bro. Like there's still people trying to join the Wagner group.
Those guys
but not
must
the
pay well.
military.
Those Wagner guys must pay well.
And they're experienced fighters. It's not just any mercenary. They're like
Really
really
keep
good
sending him
guys.
to different parts of the world. What?
Yeah.
But I hear so that Wagner group is one that
Is-
was recruiting prisoners or something.
Prisoner-
Like around
Yeah.
the time when the war was beginning, they're going to prisons in Russia, offering guys 6-month contract. At the end of the contract, you have your freedom.
Yeah. And these prisoner guys are probably not chill guys.
But they're not a trained guy. He's trained in like making shanks out of toothbrushes and
Hey, how do you think
Tilitas.
this guy of A-Team survived?
You guys still haven't watched what's the Nazi movie?
Inglourious
All Quiet,
Bastards.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
No.
You guys need to watch that movie, bro. That movie is spectacular.
Let us call us
Spectacular
Inglourious
movie.
Bastards.
Cooler.
Aye. Okay.
It's cooler than Inglourious Bastards.
Okay, not
Inglourious
cooler,
Bastards
but,
is fiction.
not cooler,
bro.
but better.
Than
better, like-
Inglourious Bastards.
Like it will make you be like, damn, I can't believe that happened in real life.
Is it based on a true? Because Inglourious Bastards was somehow.
That one was fiction.
Yeah, and Glorious Bastard had a lot of flick.
But that's my favorite World War II.
Nah, that movie was
Oh,
fire.
yeah.
That movie was fire.
It was fair.
But see,
The
Glorious
bear
Bastard is
Jew.
also from like the victor's perspective. This one's from the loser's perspective, bro.
So in the German side this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Who wants to see that, man?
Bro, you need to see that.
Guys in
man.
some Panzer tanks.
You need to see like the type of stuff that those guys went through.
Why?
It's just hard, bro. It's like it gives you an understanding of why
Like
they
hard
lost.
of cool or hard of like hard to watch.
No, hard like I get it. Like I get why they lost. You know what I mean?
Okay, now you get it.
These guys are haters.
Like that's what I'm
These
saying.
guys are
Why?
haters.
Why do I
That's-
need
that's
to
this
know?
guy alone.
Why did they already
Nah,
lost,
but I've
bro?
read about that
Okay.
war and I get what you mean. If they're giving the actual perspective, I get it.
Okay, let's get into some versus topics. Do you guys see this Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg jazz?
Or that they want to get in a cage. What? Okay, Mark Zuckerberg would whoop that guy. Didn't he just win like a judo championship the other week? Now first place, you got first place in judo. Or race like some martial art
But
like
if it's a
wrestling.
manufactured belt,
Okay.
Nah,
But
apparently,
he still got first place in his manufactured tournament, bro.
apparently he's a judo guy for real, bro. Like he has been doing this judo shit for
And we know
time.
that in that UFC, just your ground game has to be on
Nah, but
point.
Actually, he's just going to grab
definitely
one,
agree
choke
Yeah,
him
and just
out.
choke him
I
out.
think Zuckerberg would finish this guy.
Yeah.
But this guy also apparently claims that he has also been fighting for time, or he fought in South Africa. Like, nigga, you were like 3.
So
in
how
South
Tate said he's going to train Elon
Yeah,
Musk.
Elon. Andrew Tate is a fool.
No, but Elon Musk is out of shape, you guy.
And he's 51 years old.
He is
bro.
super
And he
out
has
of
balls,
shape,
Like,
bro.
he has-
like,
I don't know,
I've seen
man.
pictures of that guy without a shirt, like.
Yeah, strange body, bro.
Yeah,
Strange
it's like-
body type, man.
But never know. He might step
But
in
this
the ring
Dana
and
White
be
guy
like,
is hyping it.
Who?
Dana White.
He
He's
wants it.
gassing it. He's saying it's going to be the biggest fight ever.
Wait, is it actually happening?
Yeah, he said he spent like an hour and a half on the phone with both of them, bro. And these guys
And
are
they said
determined
yes.
to do it, yeah. Like
so
they
like
both
what
want
are
to
the
do
stakes?
I don't know, man.
Guys are
bragging
probably
rates in
like
the
2%
at the country
shares in
club.
One thing is for sure, bro. That
Oculus.
thing will be streaming live on Facebook and Amazon.
Meta
bro.
and what?
It's
Even
going to be-
Bezos
and
is
Twitter
doing
IG
and Twitter
over.
what
might just shut off.
simultaneously.
That shit might just, the app might just shut off, like, what do you call it? Like a presidential address.
What's killing me?
Nothing is showing, bro. Every time you
Streaming on
scroll, you just
Facebook
see
and,
nothing.
and Bezos is like, me, if you want Amazon, you also watch.
But I'm sure there'll be like no knockout clause. There'll be like if you want to choke him out, you can't choke him out in the first round. Like it has to at least go like 3
No
rounds.
punching their face.
Kill a
what?
whole CEO.
You can't
bro.
hit the head. They need it too
Or they
much
might
for
just
thinking.
do it like amateur boxing where you have like helmets and stuff.
But I would love to see that, man. Like those
I
two
don't want to
guys
see
fight.
that, bro. I don't want to see that.
I just want to see. I think that would be very good for us, for them to do something for our entertainment for a change, bro. Like, let's see them, battle it out for some clout. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I ever need to see that, bro. I'm actually not excited about it at all. I just thought it was a really dumb topic, bro. Like the fact that
No, it's definitely dumb. We're not denying it.
My issue also is that there's just so much at stake, bro. Like
What?
when these companies like refuse, like I feel like like nah, you're too important to a company. We can't let
What if
go.
you get a concussion?
Yeah,
Now you
what
can't
if you
think.
die, bro? What if that guy kills you? Then what? Now it's Amazon versus Facebook in court because you killed our guy.
But they
I
probably
don't
have
know,
to
bro.
sign some documents if it happens. But I'm
I want them
excited
to
for
be
that.
an actual stake.
I want them to like beat one of them, and one of them to like really beat the other. Really,
I
just
think that
really
I
beat the
think,
other.
bro, I think that like people hate billionaires so much that now we want to see like billionaire like death porn, bro.
What was that
What I
show?
mean-
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah,
Just
I think
billionaires.
I think guys now want to see that shit, and it has been fueled by shows like what was that Chinese show? The guys who kept dying.
Squid Game.
Squid Game, and what else? Like those shows where like the billionaires are putting
Nah,
themselves
to-
in positions to die.
I blame Netflix for that. Netflix has this thing where all rich guys must be evil, all white guys must be evil. If you're like a white male, you're evil. If you're a rich guy, you're the bad guy in the series.
Anyway, bro.
We'll
Yeah,
see what happens.
that's whatever. Second versus topic. Young Thug and Ghana. Did you guys hear the Ghana album from last
I
week?
listened to a few songs. I liked it.
Yeah. And you're a Ghana guy. How come you haven't had the album?
I listened to a few songs, but I haven't listened to the whole thing. I went
Listen to
through
the
it.
popular ones.
No, Spotify doesn't show which is popular. You have to actually go through the album.
Okay.
But
mean, I've
I
listened-
didn't.
I've
I just
rinsed
never
that
finished.
album.
You rinsed it, huh?
Rinsed
Bro, it's
it.
lit, man.
That album is hard.
It's
hard,
hard.
hard album.
Didn't even know there was an album. Bro.
Eh, bro,
So-
get dropped, bro.
The Jazz is he dropped surprise, maybe not surprise album. He announced it like a week before it dropped. He put out that Bread and Butter single, and then a week after that, I think he put out the title track. I think A Gift and a Curse or something. Anyway, just know he put out like 2 singles before the album dropped, and then it dropped by surprise, and guys loved it. Obviously, there's still guys saying, "How can you listen to this Jazz? He snitched, da, da, da." But the album was so good. Most of the comments were, "Bro, I don't care if this guy is I don't care if he snitched on me, bro. This album is hard." So it got very positive reviews. Ever since he dropped the album, he has been putting out videos like every day on YouTube. New video, and they've all been going in the M's. So Ghana had a good first week. I think he sold like 83,000 copies, and that's like good. That's good these days, especially for a surprise drop. But on the day that he dropped his album, Thug's team and friends like Dark, Drake, this Lil Baby, they all posted like a QR code on their pages or stories or whatever, and that QR code would send you to this particular website, and on the website you would it's like a countdown on the website. So during the course of last week, we realized that the countdown was a countdown to Young Thug's album dropping. So on Friday, Young Thug's album, which is called Business is Business, dropped. No lead single, no nothing, just the album. Super feature heavy album. There's like 2 Drake songs on, 2 21 Savage songs on, 2 Travis Scott songs on. Executive produced by Metro Booming, like all the big dogs on the album. And the reception wasn't as great as the Ghana reception. Guys haven't really been feeling it the same way. But obviously it's Young Thug, so there's some good songs on the album. Yeah, so it's been strange. Guys have been comparing the two albums. He didn't say anything direct to Ghana because it's old music. Obviously, the guy is in prison.
All I heard was a snippet where he was talking to Drake on the phone, and he was saying,
Pushing Peter.
"Pushing Pete." Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
I was like, "This bitch nigga dropped on the same day I dropped."
Nah,
Might
that was
be
a voice note to that was a voice note to who? To Lil Baby, and he's saying, if you want to respond to anything this guy said, say it on my album. It drops on us, or it's dropping over the same day that this guy drops, or some shit like that. Yeah, bro, but it's been that there's a tag of war, bro. Tag of war.
Now me, I won't lie, man. Like I love Young Thug, I really do. But Ghana has a special place in my heart, bro. Ghana rarely misses. Rarely. Thug, his hits are super hits. Like the classics are going down forever. But his misses are they didn't even like register on the Richter scale. But
You're bugging.
I'm telling you his
Oh
misses,
God,
bro.
You're bugging.
First of all, Thug is a guy who can drop for you like 100 songs in the year, bro. Like
Bro.
2 albums, something like that.
But Young Thug is special.
So
man.
musically, I put Ghana just slightly above. Like I feel like he's like a more refined Thug to me. Like his sound and his image. And this is coming from a very big Thug fan. But
No.
I just love
That means
Ghana.
I'll tell you the truth. I love both of these guys, and I don't think Ghana is Thugger yet. I think that he has a lot of potential. But for me, the most impressive thing is that this Ghana guy has put out a better album than basically all the guys who are hating on him, bro. Better album
Combined.
than Dark, better album than Baby, and now better album than Thugger. Those are the Atlanta guys who have been like vocal about not fucking with him. So, bro, that's a win in itself, man. Like just his album being better than theirs. By himself, his album had 0 features. And Thugger's album has every feature in the world, bro. I don't know, man. Anyway, let's see. But Thugger didn't say anything direct still. Nothing direct was said. So, wait and see, bro. Developing story.
I will say this. Like, Ghana is looking a bit, can I say, hungry? He's lost a bit of weight. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I think he's just
I
dressing
don't like
less.
it at all.
He's wearing less.
No. I think he has actually lost a bit of weight.
But it's understandable, bro. That guy's been going through a lot.
But like it just shows that he's struggling. I don't like seeing that he's like
That
seeing
guy
the
is in a
struggle on him.
He's in a bad mental space. I tell you, that's when the music becomes fire, bro. In
Yeah.
a bad mental space, man.
But I don't know. I just always had this image of Ghana Ghana was just the ultimate luxurious thug.
Bro, you need to listen to
Not
this
young
album.
thug, but like
Yeah.
street thug. Like he has that luxury
You need to listen to this
accent
album.
on his music.
This album, he is sad, bro.
Mm.
It's sad, but it's still hard. He's sad and he's pissed. But the jams are still hard, bro.
Ghana.
It's still hard.
I have nothing to contribute to this one, bro.
Yeah. Do you have any more topics?
Do you guys see Sukiyana being kissed by YK Osiris
I saw that.
forcefully?
You tried to kiss her. Did you kiss her?
Forcefully.
Yeah, he did like twice. He attempted twice. Yeah, like he held her face, and then like this, and she didn't respond. Then he did it again. Then he went away laughing. And this was like during a press conference. You didn't see about any of this?
No.
I saw that jazz, bro.
That's
But
crazy.
I don't know. I just don't feel like talk about this YK Osiris dude. I don't really know him.
You don't like him?
Every time I've seen him, it's been like something corny, bro.
It seems like that. Like
Like that's his thing,
Like-
like being like a corny guy.
yeah, I remember like that annoying kid in school,
I
man.
don't like that, bro. I
and
don't
then
like
guy in
that.
class, or like in like a kid below you in like 2 years, but he's
Yeah, also he's
just
doing
so
annoying
the
shit.
most, bro. That's the vibe he gives me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will
don't
tell
care
you
for
this.
YK
He looks
Osiris.
S2, bro.
He looks S2.
Like, he just looks childish.
What's his Reddit? What are his Reddit protests?
Those basically are wrapping up right now. But what happened was the Reddit company, the company itself, decided to ban third-party apps that run Reddit. Okay, not necessarily ban them, but they're now going to start charging them to be used. They're going to charge the companies to do what they were doing, those third-party apps. and it's basically going to bankrupt all these companies and put them out of business.
Okay.
So, for the past 2 weeks or so, Redditors have been protesting this.
I think Redditors are so different, bro. Like I think that all the like that deep Twitter users just left and went to Reddit, bro.
I think
Because
Reddit was there before.
I remember when this Elon Musk guy bought Twitter, they also banned Twitter on all third-party apps. So you couldn't use Twitter on any third-party apps. Bro, no one, like, the guys who were using on third-party apps just chow. Like, man, I guess we can't use it anymore. But now these Reddit guys, for them, they protested.
Yeah, they jam, bro.
Nah, but Reddit has a very heavy community.
Yeah.
I can see where the protests are coming from.
Like, Reddit is all about the community. There's no
There's
Reddit
a way
without
Reddit
the
is personal,
community.
bro.
Yeah, like, so basically how they're protesting is they basically made all those subreddits, like there was several, like hundreds of subreddits, private, but for like 2 days. So 2 days is not going to do anything to a large company.
What does
bro.
private mean? Like
When you'd go to the page, you'd see like it's been privated by the moderators, because all these subreddits have moderators. So they like made the page private. You can't access it. So it lasted like 3 days. Then the CEO already just threatened, bro, if you don't open this, whatever, we're going to find new subreddits. Every moderator who didn't open his page, we're going to just replace you. So they started opening them back up, and the new protest is now like they make all the pictures, all the posts on the subreddit private. Like, blurry. Some Reddit NSFW posts are blurry. Yes, that's a new protest.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, I still don't know how to use Reddit.
Reddit, huh?
Nah, I will tell you this, it takes some time to figure out.
Boss, me, I still don't get it, bro.
Nah,
I don't get it.
it's like this. You don't necessarily follow people, you follow your interests. So for example, you're a lawyer in Uganda, you'll probably find like there's a subreddit called Lawyers in Uganda, Legals, and they have like a clever name for it. And all of you just kind of post support for yourself. Someone has a question about law on that particular topic, law in Uganda. You can go there and you find all the resources you basically need, because there's just so many people who are all here for this particular topic. So yeah, you just keep following different topics, and the topics are broken down into subreddits. So you just keep finding some some you like, you follow. After a while, your feed will look too crazy, bro.
It's a good explanation. I won't hold you.
Too crazy.
That makes sense.
That's a good explanation. This guy
It's
can
the
explain.
lines where they lose me, bro.
The line?
Like I just get lost following them. I'm like, now what? Who was saying what?
Oh,
And you
the
scroll,
comments.
and you're like, huh? And you go back up, like, why?
Yeah. For those lines, how I can help you is just know
The left is
that it replies. Yeah.
yeah.
The more inside you get
It's
into,
just too much
replies.
work to scroll. I just make it like, okay, I get that it's like a cultural thing.
now I guess that's where the third-party apps came in. They're probably
True.
easier to
Probably.
use and have a more user-friendly, and that's
Just
why there's such a
Those
big
lines,
backlash.
bro. I'm like, just make it like Twitter. We know this is a thread. Follow here, click back out, go to the next. But
Already.
Okay, boys. How far? How many things have we done?
128.
128.
We're going to question.
Oh, damn. Yeah, let's go into questions, man. You guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah. Let's take a
Guys, breaking news, man.
cried.
Breaking news. Magic peas. Magic peas until
Relax.
he cries.
Let me break
bro.
that news. Let me break that news.
He pees till tears, bro.
I honestly do not believe any of you guys that you've not been in a situation where you wanted to pee so badly and you finally get that chance
And
and
you
some
cry.
tears roll down your eyes. Not that you cry like, but like tears
roll
just
down your
roll
eyes
down
as you pee.
It's a moment of like
You know how crazy?
pure bliss.
Can you imagine being next to a guy and he's peeing and he's like,
You know, that's what's going through my head. I'm like, I'll have this next guy there and see me, bro. That's why I hate it so much when it happens.
that is insane.
I'm like,
bro.
I literally wear my, like, it has been happening to me since I was a small boy.
Yeah.
But it's not like it happens every time I pee.
Yeah.
It's just like that time where like you're so pressed. Like
That's
you've been in the
insane,
traffic,
bro.
you've been in traffic and you're about
I
to
get
reach
like
home.
relief.
Type, like,
yeah, I
type
felt
relief.
like a relief. Like, yeah, I'll like do a sigh or something.
crying.
Like, crying.
Now you guys, let us know
That
down in the
is
comments
mad.
below if you
That
ever
is
peed,
mad,
cried
mad.
when you pee.
Let us know.
I
bro,
don't
if you
necessarily
cried
cry,
until you peed.
but have tears roll down your
Peed
face
until you cried.
while you are peeing.
Nah, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you that pain.
And this
is
is going to be a
disgusting,
clip. I
bro.
hope you know it's a clip.
No.
This is
This for
a
patrons.
This is a clip. Okay, bro. Let's get into our questions, man. Let's get into the questions. Lucas, peace, bro. Mm-hmm.
Who was? Oh,
You guys
let
have
me
the
read them.
questions.
Oh, damn.
I'm the reader. Okay. You guys should visit Canada.
No.
Hey.
Magic has been. You didn't like it, so I don't like it either.
It's too cold
I
up
want
there.
to try it.
Nah, I'm good. Oh, I'd only go to Canada though for like the areas with hella Rwanda and things. That's why I'd go.
I'd go to the areas with the
friends.
That's
around
the
there.
whole country, bro.
Yeah, I'd go to the place that are concentrated, bro, like Calgary or some shit.
Like St. Mary's. Is it called St. Mary's? St. Mary.
St. Mary.
That's the university.
SMU.
Right?
Then
Yeah,
you
SMU.
I don't know. That's not where the. Okay, for me, where I found them most concentrated was just more like a part of town.
But see, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like,
They have like a Rwanda
Me-
town.
Yeah, like
like if I
Little
had to-
Kigali.
If I had to choose, if I had to choose between going to Little Kigali in Canada versus Kigali,
Ah,
in Kigali,
yeah.
bro, I think I'm good. Bro. I think let me just go. Let me just go.
I
Just
want
get
to
that,
experience
No,
Canada
bro.
for like a week.
To Kigali, to regular Kigali, bro.
But you know how they glow up when they,
They glow
reach
up badly.
Canada?
They glow up badly.
No,
bro.
but you guys.
Hey,
for real,
yeah, I'm telling you.
I have a friend who
It's not so easy of a choice.
left and went to France like last week. Bro, her recent snaps. I think
Glow
it's just
up
the
is
air, bro.
insane,
Okay, there's all guys just glow up the moment they reach like. I don't know.
And these
Well,
are like
it's the air.
streaks. It's not even Busimanya filters, what? Because they were using them here.
Do you think
We
that's
need to
something to
do
do with
some
like the
research.
background is also nice now? Like
Nah.
Someone told me it's about a dust particles in our air, bro.
a big,
Just make
they're more
light.
visible. they
That's
refract.
bro. That's an Netflix documentary I need, bro. But it has to be like an African to make it. Like, why do guys glow up when they leave the continent? Bro?
Where can
And
you
you know-
glow
you
up
know
here,
Why do you
man?
look so much
Documentaries
better
are-
over there, bro?
And now we've gone to France. Then you just hear that one guy in like Congolese, bro.
Yeah. Or they show that guy walking in. Like, it has to be like a 10-year documentary. That guy only has just gotten there, what the shit is on.
Then
Then they
before he
fast
came-
forward to like 5 years after he has been there. This guy
Guys,
is brand new.
dripping,
He's
bro.
brand
He has
new,
an
bro.
accent. He's
Yeah.
speaking with an accent.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. If you guys had only one day to live on Earth, what would you do?
Eat,
We're not
bro.
answering that, bro. I'm not answering that one. Next.
Eat.
That one has
You'd
bored.
eat?
That we move.
That one has bored.
And I probably just like watch YouTube, man,
Yeah.
and wait.
Really like a
Just
normal
wait,
day.
man. Yeah, no.
That one has bored.
Bro, you know that food
I-
is
What they're saying,
dangerous.
live every day like it's your last.
Saying it somehow, you guys.
You guys don't really do it, man. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Link the Spotify playlists to your IG highlights, please.
Yeah, the voice is gonna do that.
Done.
But you already did it.
Check
Bless
them
you,
now. Check
bless
them
you,
now.
bless you.
Say you are Dede with two things, and they
say it the way it is.
say you are Dede.
Day.
Dede.
Open quotation marks.
Eh,
Day.
day,
Close
day.
quotation marks.
Dede. With two things, and they have BDs 3 days apart, and they both do every PDA. How does mans navigate? Okay, let me just read this again because I don't know what I've read, man. Say you are
Yeah, I know.
Dede.
I think I speak fluent slang, bro. I understood that immediately.
Say you are dead there
Say you are
with
dead there with
have
these two
3
things.
BDs.
And they have BDs 3 days apart, and they both do every PDA. Public displays of affection, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
like
How
they
does-
want to be in the pictures.
let me translate. Let me translate.
Okay.
So he's basically saying that let's imagine
You're talking.
that you're talking to these two girls. You're not dating either of them, but you're just there. Hence
You're
dating.
dead.
You're there with both of these two girls, and both of them are very public with their relationships. Hence PDA. I guess that's what he means by PDA. Like they both want to post. How should he handle it, bro?
What does that have to do with the birthdays being?
Nanti, so their birthdays are 3 days apart. Meaning, if he shows up at one's birthday, the other one's going to see because this one is public. You dig it?
Oh, like he
yeah.
does PDA with both the things. He wants to go for
No, you're
both their
thinking PDA in
birthdays.
the sense that like they'll be like kissing on him or hugging
it's
him.
posting,
No,
bro.
I'm just
they're
imagining.
just posting. So
Like
if
you
he,
want to
me with
be
my
posted.
boo.
He didn't want to be posted because he's just there with both of them, bro. Like they're both like his things, but none of them is his girlfriend. Yeah. So he wants to know how he should move.
Okay, I'll say this: if you don't want to lose both of them, you have to get out of both these birthdays. Don't attend both. Just find another day to link with your birthday. Because the good thing, you're just day with them. So it's not like any of them you owe them any relationship type vibes.
100%.
So just either go to the birthday and be a normal guy, but that one might not be. It might be out of your control there because she might be the one to be the PDA.
Or her friends will be like, "Oh, cut the cake with her." That type of jazz. Yeah.
I'm allergic to cake, bro.
And
I'm allergic to
more clandestine. I have a phobia of sparklers. You guys.
Give us speech or
Phobia of
like
fire.
That.
Yeah, bro. Like, dodge these birthdays, man.
I agree with Magic. I say, do something for each of them, right? Like, but nothing that can get you in a position where you'll have pictures taken of you, bro. Like, send each of them flowers, or like buy each of them a gift, or wait and take each of them like for dinner on separate nights, bro. That's not the birthday night. Let birthday night just be for the friends, bro. I don't know how much money you have, but like you can contribute to the bill, or if you're like stacked up, clear each bill. It depends on what. But you're saying day, so bro, I think you're like in campus, man. So just keep it calm, keep it chill. Just buy each of them a gift and keep it pushing, because none of them is your thing, bro. And there's no point in losing one thing for another thing just because of a birthday, bro.
Or losing both things, bro.
Just
losing
travel,
both
bro.
things, man.
Leave the city.
Yeah.
You do the other things when you return.
Leave the city, like get an emergency.
It's like
up
4
country.
days. Just
Go and check
my
on your
parents have asked me to go to
grandparents,
the
man.
farm, man.
Go and check on your judges.
Yeah.
Take for them some stuff.
That's the advice, bro. That's the advice. None of them is your thing, so don't.
And you're just talking. It's not like you're
Don't
dating.
compromise either situation, bro. Yeah. Next.
Damn. Today all our advice is like dog advice.
I'm just going to imagine this is for all of us. You have good style. Thank you.
Bless.
If the shoe fits. So I'm going to take. Okay, I'm going to say you're talking to me.
Me too.
Can we talk about Melvin's smile?
We can.
First smile.
That's the best one you have, you get. Okay, that's one you've given us to talk about. Okay, let's talk about this one.
Somehow.
I was just telling someone how, like, these front 4 teeth of mine, they grew super quick, bro. So, like, I remember being younger, just having adult-sized teeth.
The small head.
So if you talk about my smile, bro, that's not my teeth were. My teeth were way bigger than the rest of my face, bro, at some point, man. Yeah, and this is like during the Shrek period, bro.
Oh, damn.
So
Did they call you Shrek?
they call me Donkey, bro. They call me Donkey, man. And remember how, like, Nando's used to have Shrek toys? I don't know if you guys remember that. When Shrek was super popping, Nando's used to give toys with some of the meals.
I remember they used to have like a watch, X-Men.
It wasn't Nando's. It was cornflakes. It used to come in like the cereal boxes.
Oh, cornflakes.
Either Rice Krispies or cornflakes, and it used to be in the cereal box. So I remember having like a donkey-like toy. Then I got the Shrek one, and I got the
Actually, the one that even used to give out toys wasn't Domino's, it was Steers.
Steers. Yeah, Steers used to.
Oh, Steers. Kampala Road, right?
I had like an X-Men watch that I really wanted. Okay, this one
That's
just
what you need
says
to know about my teeth, bro.
you're cute.
Thank you.
I know. I don't identify as cute.
Okay.
What do you identify as?
Speaking of me being cute, did you get back your results anyway from that Reddit jazz?
Yeah, I remember I told you that guys were feeling me, bro.
They're feeling me, man. I got a 6 and a 7.
Damn, I didn't post.
6 and a 7.
Nice.
Nah, I should.
But it's still not explained why, like, us will be getting like 2-3 comments, and then the white chicks will post and get 500 comments.
Probably
bro.
a male moderator, you guy.
Facts.
I got a 7. I'm very happy.
You're
I feel
cute.
validated.
You're cute.
No.
I think you
I'm
allow.
above cute, you guy. I'm in the top 2.28% of the population.
That's on God.
Let's see, where were we? What have you gotten detention?
Detention.
Have you ever gotten detention?
It could never be me, bro.
I got so many punishments, but
As we were
detention.
caned.
Bro, I have a goal to never ever enter.
Actually, I got detention.
Let's keep it pushing.
Okay. What did you? I won't say it's a boring question, but because I don't want to discourage her from posting next time. What sort of things? That one, have you got a detention, right? What sort of things would you look out for when moving out of your parents' home? That's a good question.
That's an interesting one.
He said, what sort of things will you be looking forward to?
Would you look out for?
Look out
Like
for.
where I'm moving to, or like the things I'm getting? I don't understand.
What sort of things would I look
I
out
think
for?
things is more like abstract, not like
Can we do both?
material things.
Look forward to and look out for.
Mm.
Look forward to. I'm looking, because me, I'm moving. I'm looking forward to furnishing the apartment. Like just the idea of just
Your own
putting like
space,
those
eh?
small pieces that you like together, just form like a nice, dope space that's like
Can make money,
representative
you're
of
going
who
to
you
have
are.
like
You know what I mean?
You're going to have like a mini bookshelf, bro.
Yeah, like every
Yeah.
time like something good happens, you buy yourself something nice for the crib, or people come to visit you and bring something nice for the crib, like that type of thing. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, having your own space, that goes without saying. Look out for the most primary thing, bro, for me at least, is the security, bro. Like I don't want to feel unsafe in the place that I'm living, bro. I don't want to feel like a guy can just enter my house and harm me or take my things, or yeah. That for me, that's the most important thing right now. Security. The rest I think I can deal with for the most part.
Traffic jam.
I have an idea of where I want to go, and there's like traffic that cannot be avoided, but proximity to work is key. So, like, I know that even if the traffic is at its worst, even if the traffic is at its worst, the office will still be not that far away. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, those things for sure. You guys look forward to.
Yeah, very similar for me, man. Like, I want to design my own space. I'm probably going to be those guys of, as soon as, like, I confirm it's the space, first make, like, a 3D render of the goal, bro.
The interior design.
Yeah, the interior design.
You know what curtains you're sending
This is
for.
what I want. Yeah, but the space, and then also, because I'm such a people person, I feel like, I'm assuming I'm staying alone. It's not like I have a housemate. I feel like I'd be those people who'd like invite friends over for like book club, such things.
Fellowship.
So that too, yeah. Sale, maybe. So such things, I feel like I'd be that kind of guy.
Bro, where'd the word sale come from?
Sale, it's a unit, English.
Yeah, but like it's a cell of what?
An organism.
Like the body of Christ. It's a blood cell.
1 unit, yes.
1 unit.
Of the body of Christ.
It's spelled cell like CELL.
Yeah, like a battery.
Wait, are you trying to join a connection between that and like prison cell?
No, because I know people say
battery cell.
fellowship and people say cell. So I'm just trying to figure out like at what point did cell become like a common term
Okay.
to refer to a fellowship like
This is
group.
for me how I understand it. Fellowship and cell are the same thing.
Yeah.
But I think the term cell came when churches just got too big, you guy. Like, I don't know if it started in Watoto, but that's why I know it's most common. That church is so big. They have like 13 campuses. So there's no way they can organize fellowship for all those guys. So what they do is they find neighborhoods around the city. In each neighborhood, they find a church member who can host a weekly fellowship. And that's what a cell is.
Bro, I think one day we need to do a pod on like the effect of Watoto Church had on just Christianity in UG, bro.
30
Like,
max.
that church there had an effect, but we don't have enough time right now for that.
Yeah.
For that just.
But
So
yeah,
we'll
I
do
feel
it.
like that's
We'll
what
do
I'll
it
do.
one day.
What
That will
to
be a
look-
dedicated pod, bro.
just like Watoto.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in bro code? Would you be with a girl that either of you has been with seriously?
No,
Seriously,
I
no.
I wouldn't.
And seriously, though.
What does be with mean though? Like we've already discussed this before. I can't date a girl that one of my guys has dated before. I don't know if that counts for just something casual.
But seriously.
But seriously, as in he was in love with her that I feel a way about that, bro. I don't think I can do it.
Even casual, I don't think I would, bro.
Casual?
Nah, me, I don't think I would.
Nah, casual, that's light.
Like,
That's light.
dated and like loved and this
Yeah,
guy's
that's
like,
different.
bro, this is my life.
Yeah, that's
I don't
different.
think I
That's
would.
different. That's different. Oh,
What's
you mean
her
like
life?
you
What's
can
her
do
life?
it casually?
I can't.
Depends on also how long it has been. Depends on a lot of things.
But let me
But-
give you guys like an example. Nah, okay.
Nada.
Nah.
Tell us what you did, bro.
Nah, it's not what I did. I'm just giving an example of like a mutual friend. And I think you guys know. I have a mutual friend, and it's like this one girl. That's his life, bro.
She's his life.
Kind of. Would you?
I would never. If it's who I think you're talking about, I would never.
Yeah, exactly.
Never, ever. Nada. Yeah, for not even something casual, bro. Ever, never.
Zero.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. To answer that, would either of you date a plus size girl? Do you have a preferred body type?
Yeah, me, I have a preferred body type.
Would you date a plus size girl?
Oh,
Is a plus size girl your preferred body type?
I don't know what plus size
plus size
means.
is very different. It differs based on like the culture that we're speaking of.
If you'd like to listen to the full conversation, please consider subscribing to the Mob Jazz Podcast Patreon. Once you do, you'll have access to the full conversations as well as subscriber-only content. The Mob Jazz Podcast is made possible through our Patreons. If you like what we're doing here, please consider becoming one.